We touched on this a little bit earlier. Chemistry with the offensive line is going to be important. Watson talked about that today.
Great. I just try to just play off them, and I let the guys know that, I'm just going to, you block your assignment and I'm going to do, I just make you right. And, sometimes the defense get it, sometimes we don't. That's part of the game, that's part of football. But, we've been able to adjust to each other and they know exactly where I'm going to set up and how I'm going to react in certain situations. So it's been good for us.
And those are the timing things that he didn't have last year. Very different. Jacoby Brissett, very different. And as an offensive line, you got 5 guys that now, those are some of the reasons for, and he didn't have a chance to work with his pass catchers for 11 weeks. Those are some of the things you saw in the 6 games he played last year.
Yeah, you basically tried to completely redo the wheel in terms of the offense when he came back. They're like, oh, we'll start running RPOs and zone reads and some things that this offensive line has not done for the past 3 seasons under Kevin Stefanski. And it just happens, and I think that it was just such a stark contrast to what it had been prior to that realistically we shouldn't have expected more, but we wanted more. And I completely understand the fans that were upset with what they did get. But I think that this team, you've seen the Greenbrier, they're trying to build chemistry. I was listening to a podcast today, somebody was pointing out, you can see this team growing close in that preseason game last week. Whenever there was a big play, they were going crazy. They got flagged for too many people on the field celebrating at the end of the game. And I think that goes back to the offensive line. It's just all of them are figuring out, hey, this is our guy. And they've had all offseason to do it. This is how he's going to play. This is what we need to do differently. And they got Bill Callahan leading the charge. And I think you get these reps in here in the preseason, I think they're going to be just fine.